We got
New link.
no new links. Can you try that link again, please?
The old
Okay. Good evening, all. Firstly, apologies for the hiccup. My technology skills failed me. So I'm still going to wait on a few more, since 49 was less than we had last week, and I've had about at least 20 other people asked to play. So apologies about the mess up. Hopefully you're all here eventually. Seeing some of the comments come in. Let's see how it's going on. I'll just wait for a few more. Any shout outs this week? Anyone from anywhere famous? Anywhere interesting? Canada back? A few more friends, I believe. We got York still. I just tried emailing the link out to everyone again. Why are you messaging on there? Yeah, okay. So apologies, it's been a bit of a slow start. Oh, Colin, here with Colin, that's good. 54 viewers this week, so 55. Ken, I always look good for you, don't lie. Don't make it like it's the first time. Jake, please don't start that. I love you too, Ken. Just respond to a few other people. It's taken so long to get everyone back to you, because I tried to blind copy people in on the email. So I don't pass everyone's email addresses around. I have to individually type them in every time on Apple, which doesn't help. Since I had about 40 or 50 odd emails to type out quite quickly. James Bond, I'll take that, Peter. I'm literally just writing to you, Peter, so I'm glad you joined. Okay. Yeah, so it's still less ginger on camera, I'm hoping, Peter. So I'll give it, apologies again. It's clearly the pressure of doing a second one was too great, and I crumbled, and technology and everything like that failed me a little bit. And not the best day to wear a DJ in-house when everything's going wrong, because you start getting quite hot. There's the email. This email should have sent to everyone. Okay, well, Vicky Eves and Vicky Marshall, you're both here, so that's fine. So you guys, I'm sorry you didn't get the email, but it should be there. Right, so we got 54. screen so far. Oh yes, yeah. So well, hopefully you all got the first emails or first details, and on there this week I've decided to just donate. So as I say, I'll put on the email. It's not a necessity or anything really. It's just if you would like to donate. It's just something I'm going to do on the back of this. The charity is the NHS charities. So they seem to be at the brute force front line on this one. So if you'd like to donate, then that's great. I've agreed that if I've only set 500, I say only set 500, it's still a fair bit, but we get to about 130 odd, only 40 odd people, then that kind of comes minimal, I would hope. But yeah, if I can get to half of that figure of 500 this week, then I will do another one next week. So if we can get to 250 quid by next Monday, then I'll do another one next week, even though it is Good Friday. So I'm sure you'll have masses of plans. But if not, then people would like it back on as a family fun game, I will do it again next Friday. So yeah, I'm going to try and raise 250 quid if we can. The round 4 round 4 is famous international landmarks. So for the anagrams, please, I hope everyone got the anagrams in the first email at least. If not, I will copy them into the commentary now. But it is famous landmarks around the world. I'll just copy them into the commentary now, so everyone can see them. Louise, I started to like you. Oh, that doesn't work very well. Okay, I can't copy them in very well. But I will try and get them out somehow. I'll work out how to do it throughout the quiz. But yeah, the anagram, I'll mark them at the end, but I'll make sure I can get them out somehow. If you can think of any bright ideas in this meantime, since you're the only one who can actually properly talk back to me. Right, so okay, right, so I'll start now. Get going. We've got 56 screens or viewers or participants so far within every household. So yeah, again, apologies for starting late. And first round, if we are all ready to go. First round is way to general. Question 1. Bill Gates founded which company? Question 1. Bill Gates founded which company? Start you off with a nice, simple one. Oh yeah, so I forgot to say some policing here. Please do not put answers on the commentary. Please also remember Johnny and co who like to test the waters a bit. My mum and dad are watching this, so please be careful with your choice of language. Self-policing, please. But other than that, just have fun. Yeah, I'm not going to make a big deal of it. We're all adults, I hope, most people. Right, so question 2. Dr. John Pemberton invented which drink in 1886? Dr. John Pemberton invented which drink in 1886? Martin, no, it's self-policing on the answers. So if you it's more of an in-house quiz, test your knowledge. So yeah, I will read out the answers at the end and you will answer yourselves. Sorry, I thought we had a few newbies this week. So, question 2, Dr. John Pemberton invented which drink in 1886? Question 3, for what is the dunny an Australian slang term? For what is the dunny an Australian slang term? Okay. Question 4. What currency do they use in South Africa? What currency do they use in South Africa? Question 5. Which year did Nelson Mandela get released from prison? Which year did Nelson Mandela get released from prison? All right, 100%. Impressive. Question 6. Question 6. Which animal gets the most mentions in the Bible? Question 6. Which animal gets the most mentions in the Bible? Come on. Number 7. How many dots on one side on one six-sided die? So that's how many dots in total on one six-sided die?
You're begging your Bible question.
It's your fault. Okay, question 8. What is the technical term for a lie detector? What is the technical term for a lie detector? Don't worry, Rob. The camera not going to fail again. Question 9. What color do you add to blue to make it green? What color do you add to blue to make it green? Apologies for all the latecomers. The viewers are still coming in. If you need questions repeated, I will happily do that. So question 9, what color do you add to blue to make it green? And then finally, question 10, which country has the world's longest coastline? Which country has the world's longest coastline? Hello, PB. Nice you to join us. Sorry, my fault for the beginning bit. No, ma'am, it's not. So, for any of your latecomers, any questions or anything need repeating? We're still round 1. Started late, thanks to my technology or lack of ability to work technology. So, any questions need repeating? Is the pace okay? What was the last one? What country has the world's longest coastline? Any more for any more? Yeah, so which country has the world's longest coastline? Number 10. Question 8. Question 8. What is the technical term for a lie detector? What is the technical term for a lie detector? Any more? Oh, Ken, you're too kind. I'm not giving you any answers, though, so stop it. Okay. Right, so one thing I will clear up. Last week, there was a lot of argument around one particular question. The answer to question 3 on the sports round, the answer for my sheet was 155. Arguments continued long into this week from most people. They claim it was 147. However, I have checked my facts, and after a foul, if the cue ball is snookered, the referee shall state a free ball. The player then may treat a coloured ball as if it were a red. Therefore, this can artificially create 16 reds on the table. Although improbable, it is a free ball and is to be called before the first red is potted in a frame. So it is possible to hit 155, which was the answer. And my work here is done. Right, you have 2 minutes. And then we'll go on to the They Are How Old round. Oh, I might just introduce, sorry, because obviously popular demand last week. Yeah, what do you think?
I don't know.
So obviously everyone has a glamorous assistant, so I have my glamorous assistant on guitar this evening, who actually seems to get more requests than listening to me. So yeah, we've got 2 minutes, and you get to listen to her. All right, thanks. No, not looking. Hello, I'm back. Okay, so next round, let's see, is They Are How Old? Thanks, so too. Can't actually see. So next round is They Are How Old? Quite simple. And all you have to do is I will say 2 names and you just have to guess who is the eldest of the 2. Okay, so question 1, who is older? Taylor Swift or Jennifer Lawrence? Taylor Swift or Jennifer Lawrence? Question 2, who is older? Halle Berry or Jennifer Lopez? Saskia, you might not want to shout whose names on these things. So yeah, it's Taylor Swift. I will repeat. Yeah, so first one was Taylor Swift or Jennifer Lawrence. And question 2 is Halle Berry or Jennifer Lopez. I'm not telling you how old Jennifer Lawrence is, Rachel. Question 3, John Travolta or Denzel Washington. John Travolta or Denzel Washington. We're simply just stating who is the elder. Question 4, Meryl Streep or Samuel L. Jackson. Meryl Streep or Samuel L. Jackson. Question 5, Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise. Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise. Question 6, Keanu Reeves or Daniel Craig. Sorry, Juliet. Apologies. So Sophie's playing. Okay, she's feeling better.
Good.
Yeah, that's pleased she's feeling a bit more healthy to be willing to jump onto YouTube. I didn't think this to one through because I can't.
Join the club.
Yeah, okay. Don't be long hair. And then what question was I at? Sorry. Question 7, Jennifer Aniston or Courtney Cox. Jennifer Aniston or Courtney Cox. Oh, Sophie, you're here for the last. Okay, well, I will try to provide a few of those. If you just read some of the comments about me being abused, then that'll probably help as well. I need my roots doing. Okay. Question 8, Matt LeBlanc or Matthew Perry. Yes, Gianni, I did have a feeling that was the case. Thank you. Yes. Fabulous. Did he? Nathan, you're banned from using the basketball court now. Saying it's fabulous. It's amazing, not fabulous. Question 8 was Matthew LeBlanc and Matthew Perry. Question 9, who is older, Ant or Dec? Ooh, good one, eh?
Smashing it so far.
Now you're stuck on Ant and Dec. Okay. Actually, I was going for the Doctor Back to the Future. That's a good one. Huh? Do you want me to tell you the answer, do you say?
No.
Because I think they can all hear if I did.
Yeah.
You have this on a huge TV. Thanks, Sophie. I did recommend to most people to put it on phones so they didn't have my face on a big screen. More made for radio. Sorry, so for our Canadian, they are just two. Ant and Dec are, I can't remember, just TV hosts. Kids and the what was it? The Grange Hill? Grange Hill? Grange Hill, yeah. Biker Grove. It was Biker Grove. Oh, that was such a terrible, terrible program. They do all the was it now? Britain's Got Talent. Yeah, they do Britain's Got Talent. So and then last one. Sorry, so you're gonna have to mice one. Or PJ and Duncan. Yes, Martin. PJ and Duncan. And then last one, so I can take this ridiculous wig off, is Jack Nicholson or Anthony Hopkins. Jack Nicholson or Anthony Hopkins is number 10. Do we need any of those repeating, or are we comfortable with those? Any more on those? No more. Number 6, Sarah Davies. Hello. Nice of you to join. Number 6 was Keanu Reeves and Daniel Craig. Number 6 was Keanu Reeves or Daniel Craig. Number 1 was Taylor Swift or Jennifer Lawrence. Number 2 was Halle Berry or Jennifer Lopez. Number 4, hello. And number 4 was Meryl Streep or Samuel L. Jackson. And any more? Number 6, Keanu Reeves or Daniel Craig. Sarah, I bet you imagine you wouldn't see me like this one. Last one, Jack Nicholson or Anthony Hopkins. Jack Nicholson or Anthony Hopkins. All right, calm down, Johnny. Georgie from Badminton wants a shout. Shall I give him a shout out? He wants a shout out.
George from Badminton?
Yeah, he wants a shout out.
Oh, I feel like you've just done it.
Have I? Oh, yeah, slipped up. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sarah. Well, didn't mean to let down the whole side.
Is it his birthday or something?
No, he just wants to be famous.
Oh.
Right, okay, so that's the end of that round. And we've got, we've just literally got 1 minute pause. Let you reset, grab a drink quickly. Literally, yeah, 2 minutes. We'll do 2 minutes maximum. I do not have to do a fancy change this time. I just need to get rid of this silly wig. And I've had people requesting this lady to do some guitaring. So, 2 minutes. Thanks. Right, okay, music. Yeah, there you go. If you want some music. That's just an argument for playing Wonderwall. She can hear you.
Yeah.
Sorry for the choice of language there. Yeah, so no fancy dress this time, sorry. I'm just going to carry on as normal. We're all back. We're all back. A very gorgeous red dress. There you go. No, you can't get changed. You're the glamorous assistant, so you have to be glamorous.
Yes, but you got changed.
If I get changed every single round. Different for you. So the late comers haven't seen you have to come back quickly.
What?
Quickly.
I just was on.
Yeah, well, you have to be on again. There you go. Smile,
There you
wave. There you go, safe. Right, okay, we're back to the quiz now then. Okay, we've done all introductions. That's Becky, glamorous assistant. Right, so next round is Our World. And question 1. Which is the 7th planet from the sun? Question 1. Which is the 7th planet from the sun? Question 2. Which is the largest freshwater lake in the world? Which is the largest freshwater lake in the world? Question 3. Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility? Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility? In the team spread. Yeah. Catch. Question 4. What is the diameter of Earth? What is the diameter of Earth? And I'll give you some options. Is it 8,000? Is it 9,000? Or is it 10,000? Jake, I'll do some repeats at the end. Let's go through that. So question 4, what is the diameter of Earth? Is it 8,000, 9,000, or 10,000 miles? 10,000 miles, sorry. That is in miles. Miles, miles, miles. It's in miles. Rowan, I'm talking to you. Can you please pay attention? It's a serious message. Rowan, you need to pay attention. You've been told. This is the diameter in miles. So is it 8,000, 9,000, or 10,000 miles? Question 5. How many time zones does Russia span? How many time zones does Russia span? Is it 11, 12, or 13? Yes, Rachel, miles. So that last one was how many time zones does Russia span? Is it 11, 12, or 13? Question 6. Russia and China both share the same amount of country borders. How many each? So Russia and China both share the same amount of country borders. How many do they share each? Is it 15, 13, or 14? Ken, pay attention, will you? So, Russia and China both share the same amount of country borders. How many countries border each, Russia and China? Is it 15, 13, or 14? This is the one I'll probably say wrong. Question 7. Lesotho, San Marino, and Vatican City share one thing in common. What is it? Lesotho, San Marino, and Vatican City share one thing in common. What is it? I want to tell you the answer. Again, they hear it.
Why don't you tell me the answer?
Don't look at me lost then. Okay, sorry. Jake, I will, as soon as there's a bit of time now. Jake, what was your question? You want to repeating number 1. Which is the 7th planet from the sun? Baz, question 3. Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility? And 2 as well. Okay. Which is the largest freshwater lake in the world? Is number 2. which is the largest freshwater lake in the world. Right, so that puts me on to question 8. Number 8. What percentage of the human population live in the northern hemisphere? I'll just finish this off and then I'll do repeats, okay? This is question number 8. What percentage of the human population live in the northern hemisphere? No, there was no option for number 2, Jake. The answers you can choose from is 65%, 80%, or 90%. So that is, what percentage of the human population live in the northern hemisphere? And that's number 8. 65, 80, or 90%. Number 9, largest capital city by population. No options given. Largest capital city by population. It should be so big you should know it. I didn't have a decent guess. Not you should actually know it, but you should know it, but no. And then finally, question 10. What do Pisa in Italy, Bath, and Venice in Italy have in common? What do Pisa, Bath in the UK, and Venice have in common? We're going by population on the capital city, Martin. Population. So what do Pisa, Bath, and Venice have in common? Is question 10. And then question 3, have I done question 3? Oh yeah, where would you find Sea of Tranquility, Baz? Jake, which is the largest freshwater lake in the world? Number 2. And then number 7, Juliet. Lesotho, this is where I get someone text me or call me, tell me how I've said that wrong. Lesotho, San Marino, and Vatican City share one thing in common. What is it? That's number 7. Lesotho, San Marino, and Vatican City share one thing in common. What is it? So any more repeats? Any more repeats? I have to thank you, Baz. I knew there'd be someone. Please come again soon. Any more for any more repeats? Any for you?
No, it's not.
Smashed it. Okay. You should play on your own more often, then, shouldn't you? Forget the other teammates you've got in there. Number 9, largest capital city by population, Jake. Largest capital city by population. And 10, okay, what do Pisa, Bath, and Venice have in common? Any more for any more? We're pretty much halfway through now. Try and catch up with where we were supposed to be. So you got, is that supposed to be now? Where's the music? Okay, so music is going to come on again. That sounds so disappointed.
You said 3 now.
Yeah, I know, but they prefer you to what I do. So that you got, we'll say 5 minutes. You can play for a couple. Because this is your time to do round 4, which is the anagrams. We'll be back. I won't be that long. But is there any more questions? The anagrams are celebrity anagrams. No, they're not. That was last week's title. Sorry, it's famous landmarks. So the anagrams are famous landmarks. What are you singing for us? One door. You are doing one door. Why are you doing to her?
I'm singing it.
I know you're not. Look, peer pressure.
Well, that's the rest.
Simon Cleaver. remind me where Leicester are in the league and why they're in the league? So following this interlude, we'll be doing the sports quiz. Okay. I'm not singing. Nice try. She's the talent.
They get it.
What do you mean they get it?
There's people that put you can't be serious.
Oh, I missed that. Right. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, so, although I don't know if I'm allowed to, that might be copyright, I don't know. I support other brands as well. I've said these wigs are very, very itchy. Sorry? What? Spit it out.
I said just be grateful it's on your head.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks. Okay, are we all back? Shall we crack on? I'll just quickly do a refresh of that. Oh, okay, I'm close to actually having to do this again next week. Managed to raise 115 quid.
Woo!
Yeah, thanks guys, £150 in an hour. Brilliant.
Thanks, Mom.
Right. Okay, so let's get going on to the. I need to. Well, okay. So on to sports round. Question 1. Which tennis tournament was the first to use yellow tennis balls? Which tennis tournament was the first to use yellow tennis balls? Was it the Australian Open, the US Open, or Wimbledon? Which tennis tournament was the first to use yellow tennis balls? Was it the Australian Open, the US Open, or Wimbledon? Question 2. When was the Rugby World Cup held in Paris, France? Well, not just Paris, but France. When was the Rugby World Cup held in France? They are hosting the next one in 2023. When was the last Rugby World Cup held in France? They are having the next one in 2023. The anagram topic is famous world landmarks. They are worldwide landmarks. Yeah, you can have some options. It was between 2020 and 1880. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, Simon, I will send you some anagrams now. Cleaver, the anagrams are on WhatsApp for you. I hope that helps, Maura. I'm here to help you. No favoritism or anything. Question 3. In which land-based sporting event does the winning team go backwards? In which land-based sporting event does the winning team go backwards? Land-based. That won't help.
No, I just wanted to keep you.
You did that, yeah. Remember where you live, what side you are on. Okay, question 4. How many countries competed in the first ever modern Olympics? Summer, that is. How many countries competed in the first ever modern Summer Olympic Games? Was it 24, 18, or 14? Was it 24, 18, or 14? And that's how many countries competed in the first ever modern Olympic Games. Summer, that is. Summer Olympic Games. Question 5. How many sports will be played at the Summer Olympics in 2021? 2021. So how many sports will be played at the Summer Olympics in the summer of 2021? And to help you, athletics counts as only one sporting event. I will give you options. Can I read out? Wow. I'm getting more heckling from you now. So your options are 28, 33, or 35. So athletics counts as only one event. So how many sports will be played at the Summer Olympics in 2021? Not this summer. And Question 6. How many footballers were used in the 2018 Football World Cup? How many actual footballs were used in the 2018 Football World Cup? Was it 1 million? Was it 850,000? Or was it 700,000? Yes, for all those people that are relieved, it's not a HD camera on my laptop. Yes, I am just as relieved. So, how many footballs were used in the 2018 Football World Cup? Was it 1,850,000 or 700,000? Question 6. How many? No, question 7. Sorry. What is the biggest sporting stadium in the world? Which is the biggest sporting stadium in the world? I will give you options. Is it Michigan Stadium? Is it Rungrado Mayday Stadium? Or is it Melbourne Cricket Ground? So what is the biggest sporting stadium in the world? Is it the Michigan Stadium, the Rungrado Mayday Stadium, or is it the Melbourne Cricket Ground? Question 8. No, that was question 8. No, yeah, question 8. What is the second most participated sport in the world behind football? And that is the UK version of football, or those on the other side of the Atlantic. It's below football and above basketball. So which is the second most participated sport in the world? It's below football, but above basketball. I can repeat number 7, yeah. What is the biggest sporting stadium in the world? Is it Michigan Stadium, Rungrado Mayday Stadium, or Melbourne Cricket Ground? And then question 9. In which sport would you hear the phrase full Nelson? In which sport would you hear the phrase full Nelson? Is it rowing, lacrosse, or wrestling? That was 9.
Wasn't it?
Oh, number 8, sorry. What is the second most participated sport in the world behind football and ahead of basketball? And then question 10. If you were watching a match in the Smoothie King Stadium, what sport would you be watching? If you were watching a match in the Smoothie King Stadium, which sport would you be watching? Is it basketball, football, or ice hockey? Any more for repeats then? So that's the first 10 questions of the 10 questions of the sports round. Any more for any more? Or I can take this silly thing off. I shouldn't have said that because people just ask for repeats now just to keep the wig on. Any more repeats from anyone? Any repeats?
Question 6.
Question 6. How many footballs were used in the 2018 Football World Cup? Was it 1,850,000 or 700,000? Question 2 with better options. Okay. 1990 to 2020. Or when was the last Rugby World Cup held in France? There you go, I've narrowed it down. Number 3, in which land-based sporting event does the winning team go backwards? That's number 3. How many sports will be played at the Summer Olympics in 2021? If athletics is counted as one, is it 28, 33, or 35? Moira's got it. She finally worked out what the Rugby World Cup one is. She went on Google.
No,
Lately.
that's cheating. Some of us guessed.
Well, you do have like 2 phones in front of you. Right, so no more? No more? Okay, good. Right, we'll go on quickly on to the next round. I'll just remove this silly head thing. Oh. Okay, so everyone happy? Can you just quickly, if you are able to commentate or something, can you just say thumbs up? You're happy? Just continue straight through. Try and make up the time, so I don't want to take up everyone's evenings. I'm sure, Maura, I trust you. Thousands, millions wouldn't, but I trust you. Anyone? Everyone happy? Could you just quickly thumbs up or something? Smiley faces are great. Perfect. Thank you. I'll just go wait for a few more to type something in. Wow. Great.
What she said.
Guess.
Or
Okay. Cool. All right. Everyone seems to be common thread. Everyone happy to keep going. Good. Excellent. Lovely. We've still got loads of people still there. That's excellent. All right. Okay. Cool. Thank you all. I'll just crack on with this next one then. Okay. So next round is So Bored. Question 1. Who is the victim in Cluedo? There is 2 answers to this because I will allow an American version will be slightly different. Because I checked. I did my research because I don't want to get the hounding I got last week. So I've done my research properly. So, what is the victim? Who is the victim in Cluedo? It's always the same victim. But yes, America has a slightly different one because, well, America's.
your parents have run out of data.
My parents have run out of broadband. Excellent. They do live on a boat, so.
That's why it's gone.
Excellent. I don't think I could teach my parents how to tether their iPhone in this one.
You can just watch it tomorrow.
They can. Okay. Where was that? Some question. Question 2. How many squares on a chessboard? Cluedo. Yes, Cluedo. The board game, the detective board game, Cluedo. Question 2. How many squares on a chess board? Oh, yeah. Well. We can use that for a bit. Okay. Question 3. In Risk, in the game Risk, the strategy game, what colour is Europe? First question was, who is the victim in Cluedo? So question 3, in Risk, what colour is Europe? You hear the voice outside, Drew. Question 4, can you name one of the red properties in the game Monopoly? Can you name one of the red properties in the game Monopoly? There are 3 options. This is question 4. Can you name one of the red properties in Monopoly? There are 3 options, and I will not give them out. You only have to get one. Okay, question 5. I'm going too fast, please say. Question 5. How many spaces in the game Connect 4? Well, you put it in red and yellows. How many spaces are there in the entire game to fill? So all the holes. So how many are there to fill in a standard game of Connect 4? Is it 36, 42, 35? Question 3, Louise, is what colour is Europe in the strategy game Risk? Vicky, you can be as disappointed as you like. I've just done it for people who might actually know their games, more common games, rather than someone who is a guru on board games like you. So apologies, I've not hit the caliber of board game that you want. But I've gone to the masses on that one. So, right, so how many spaces are there to fill in a game of Connect 4, standard game, 36, 42, or 35? Question 6. How many ships do you how many ships do you start with in Battleship? How many ships do you start with in the game Battleship? So you have either side. You have to bomb. Don't know why I'm doing the actions.
Is it the same one?
No, don't know. No, not the one we played, no.
Oh.
No. Do you want a banana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's a new one.
It's a new one, isn't it? Okay, question 7. Which was not an original Monopoly playing piece? Which was not an original Monopoly playing piece? Playing piece. Was it a Scotty dog, an iron, or a boat? Which was not an original Monopoly playing piece? Was it a Scotty dog, an iron, or a boat?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to work out. I'm afraid. I don't know if they have it in Canada either.
That's what I meant.
How our Canadian people will not be happy that you called them Americans. That's actually very rude.
Stop touching each other.
Okay, question 8. In the famous game of Tetris, how many unique shapes were there? In the famous game Tetris that people found on. Yeah, see, Maura's kicking off now. Well done. You've upset Maura. Sorry, Maura. In the famous game of Tetris, how many unique shapes were there? 9, 8, or 7?
I can't reply to
Oh well.
Sorry, Moira. It was jest.
Who's chest?
Huh?
Who's chest? Okay. In the game Cranium for number 9, the game Cranium, what is the color of the brain in the middle? What is the color of the brain in the middle of the game Cranium? In the game Cranium, what is the color of the brain in the middle?
It's more than one.
You're not helping yourself.
I know. It was too easy.
Sorry to the others as well. I'll mute her next time, unless she's got a guitar in her hand. Okay, and number 10, in the game Trivial Pursuit, how many slices do you need to collect? How many slices do you need to collect? And that's question 10. If you have any other to be repeated, please shout out now. Before I get the glamorous assistant back on. For the last time, relax. Any more? Number 10, in Trivial Pursuit, how many slices do you need to collect? How many slices do you need to collect? Lovely manners. All very, hopefully now clear. Any more? Number 3, in Risk, what colour is Europe? Number 7, we're having a gin break there, Ken. Which was not an original Monopoly playing piece? Was it a Scotty dog, an iron, or a boat?
What was the last one?
The last one. In Trivial Pursuit, how many slices do you need to collect? Any more for any more? Any more? And then we have last round. So we'll have 1 minute pause. Target hero.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, they're probably more bored than me than you. You only do short bursts. I just hold the screen. Right. Number 1. Sorry. Number 1. Pause. Hold it. Number 1. Who is the victim in the game Cluedo? Come on, Sarah. You should know better than this. You'd be paying attention to my calls. We'll talk about your forecast later. I said one time in like 6, 7, 8 years I'll be able to say that to you. Can you repeat the next round, please? Oh, very funny. I'll blame Steve, okay? Fine, Steve, it's all your fault. Number 10, please. How many Trivial Pursuit pieces do you collect? I guess that's Steve. Nice to meet you, Steve. Any other questions? Any more for any more? Before you get serenaded. No? Cool. 1 minute. Thanks. Over to you. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do with that. I've seen them being used before, but what is it? It's loud. Right, on to the final round. Wax lyrical. This is my failed attempt to be like a rock star. Axl Rose, yes, you got people, perfect. Well, you can come anytime. Rachel, shut up. This is not Becky's coat.
It actually is.
Shut up. No. I will mute you. You can get something safe for the kids if you haven't done that. Right. Okay, so yes, before I make any more fool of myself, right, so on to this round of Wax Lyrical. So obviously, I hope you got the theme. I will read out a line from a song. You have to guess the song and artist. So it is the song and artist. You get 1 point. You get 1 point for a correct answer. So first up, question 1. She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. The lyrics are, she played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Did you just might drop a pen?
Yeah, I
You're such a good.
do.
So much to start with. Question 2. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Number 2. The kids are coming handy, are they? As far as they're still up. Oh no, actually that's a lie. Mine are on the sofa watching a movie, so actually I owe them chocolate because they haven't disturbed me now. So who says bribes don't work?
I've got a bit of banana.
I don't think a banana will. Actually, no, William loves bananas. Right, question 3. I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime. I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime. Look at the 5 and dime on the American quiz last week.
Oh, yeah. What?
Or then I could upset people because, that person might not be American, they could be Canadian. They get so sensitive about these things. Question 4. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. That's it. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. That's not me coming out. You want a maths quiz again? Oh, on the board. No. Okay, number 5. Turn around. Every now and then, I get a little bit lonely. I should have really vetted these questions better.
Why?
Well,
Oh,
start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. Turn around every now and then. I feel a little bit lonely. No, I am not singing any of these. You do not want to. My numbers would drop off.
That's the game.
No, it's not.
No, as in like if you don't sing.
And number 6, is this the real life or is this just fantasy? You can write, please, 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 please sing. And I won't sing again. I'm happy to embarrass myself as much as I can for your pleasures, but that's just pushing it too far. Number 7, you are beautiful no matter what they say. No, see, it's not worth it.
That's the wrong side.
No, it wasn't. You are beautiful no matter what they say. I just started. Oh yeah, it's the wrong song. See, that's why I don't sing. I'll probably put people off. Okay, number 8, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. The opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yes, Peter. You got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. The opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Number 9, sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting when the evening comes.
one's not going to get chocolate.
Oh no, what's he doing?
On the stairs.
Oh, who?
Yes.
No. And then last one. They said, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. They said, I bet they'll never make it, but you look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. That's number 10. Any repeats? Any repeats? Any repeats from any of the rounds?
Can I have a repeat? Also.
What do you want repeating?
Never mind.
Sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting when the evening comes. Three, four, five, 4. Okay, all right. So the first one's okay. So number 3, I got my first real 6 string, bought it at the 5 and dime. And number 4, start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. And number 5, turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. Number 7, you are beautiful, no matter what they say. And number 2, remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Peter, hello, Peter. Number 8, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Any more? Any more? Uh, 10 again. Okay, yeah, 10 again. 10 is, they said, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. Any more? Any more for any of the other rounds to be repeated? What?
Racing.
Yeah. I chose to selectively ignore that.
She's funny.
Right, anyone else? It's getting late. Anyone else? Any more for any more? Okay, so are we okay to crack straight on with the answers? Any more? You missed round 1. Okay, round 1. Simon, you might want to mute yourself until I take my hat off, and then I'll send you the questions afterwards. So if you want to mute yourself until I take my hat off, and then you know round 1 answers are over and done with. So it's up to you. And I'll send you the questions after. Okay, so round 1. Question 1. Okay, number 1. Bill Gates founded which company? The answer was Microsoft. Number 2. Dr. John Pemberton invented which drink in 1886? The answer was Coca-Cola. Question 3. For what is the dunny an Australian slang term? The answer is the toilet. That's the first time you said yes. Is that your first right answer?
No.
Okay, yeah, sure. Question 4. What currency do they use in South Africa? The answer is Rand. Question 5. Which year did Nelson Mandela get released from prison? The answer was 1990. Okay. Is it because your birthday's on Wednesday and you're turning 30? So 1990 would be the year you're born. Yeah. I'm sure most of this audience wants to know that. So it's your birthday, your 30th birthday on Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
You're 30 on Wednesday, and you're locked in with me. and you're locked in with me. That's unfortunate for you. Question 6. Which animal gets the most mentions in the Bible? The answer is sheep. No, you can't. Just no. Sheep. Question 7. How many dots on one 6-sided die? Oh, you got a happy birthday, there you go.
That's what I wanted.
That's just one. How many dots on one 6-sided die? The answer is 21.
Yeah.
Craig, just that's no comment. Craig, huh? That's because he is Welsh. He went there first. So yeah, number 7. The answer is 21. Question 8. What is the technical term for a lie detector? The answer is a polygraph. Question 9. What color do you add to blue to make it green? The answer is yellow. Correct. Yellow. And question 10. There should be certain people in this group who definitely should have got this right. Which country has the world's longest coastline? The answer is Canada. Canada. Everyone happy with those? Anyone need repeating quickly before I take my hat off and let people back in? Okay, good. I can take the hat off now. Oh, a lot of wigs in a hot house. Okay, well done, Maury. You got that one. There you go. See, that was easier one for you. Right, round 2. They are how old? Between Taylor Swift and Jennifer Lawrence?
No.
Yes. Who is older? Taylor Swift. Yes. Question 2. Who was older between Halle Berry and Jennifer Lopez? The answer was Halle Berry. Question 3. Who is older between John Travolta and Denzel Washington? The answer is John Travolta. Number 4. Meryl Streep and Samuel L. Jackson. The answer is Samuel L. Jackson. Number 5 was Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise. The answer is Tom Cruise. And Louise, I think it's fairly obvious who is the older. Question 7. Question 6. Keanu Reeves or Daniel Craig for number 6. The answer is Keanu Reeves. Number 7. Jennifer Aniston or Courtney Cox. It's Courtney Cox. Number 8 is Matt LeBlanc or Matthew Perry. The answer was Matt LeBlanc. Number 9, Ant or Dec. The answer is Dec by 3 months, I think it was 4 months. And number 10, who is older, Jack Nicholson or Anthony Hopkins? It's Jack Nicholson. Both are actually 82, but Jack steals it because he was born in April, Anthony was born in September. Thanks for chirping in on that one. Yeah, thanks, appreciate it. Okay, so on to the next one. Our world, which is the 7th planet from the sun? It's Uranus.
My very easy.
Thanks. Are you a teacher by chance? No. Okay. Question 2. Sorry. Touchy subject. The question 2. Which is the largest freshwater lake in the world? The answer is Lake Superior. Question number 3. Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility? The answer is the moon. Question 4. What is the diameter of the Earth? 8,000, 9,000, or 10,000? The answer is 8,000 miles, the diameter of the Earth. Question 5. How many time zones does Russia span across? It's 11. At one end of Russia, it could be 7 in the morning, and at the other end, it'll be 6 in the evening. So Russia and China both share the same amount of country borders. How many each? The answer is 14 different countries. They don't share borders, they have 14 different countries each. Baz, can you help me out? How do I say this one? Lesotho, San Marino or Vatican City, what do they share in common? They are all landlocked by one country. Lesotho, I think it is. Lesotho is surrounded by South Africa, and Vatican City and San Marino are both surrounded by Italy. Question 8. What percentage of the human population live in Northern Hemisphere? Are we given 65, 80 or 90%? The actual answer is 90%. Question 9. Largest capital city by population is Tokyo, Japan. And question 10. What do Pisa, Bath and Venice have in common? All three have bridges with shops built onto them. That's one of my favourite facts. Oh, I've visited all three of those places.
I remember telling that.
That really boring story for you, yeah. So yeah, I've bored you that much, you remember it. How many times have I told you that story?
Well, I went on it the other day and I was like, this is
that bridge that James tells me about all the time. Yeah. So okay, that's that one. Right, so on to the round 4, the anagrams. So who knows that? Yeah, sorry, Daniel.
When I say the other day, I mean before
lockdown. Before lockdown, yeah. Okay. Right, so next round was the anagrams. So the first anagram, have you not done them?
No, I didn't have.
Well, why don't you go check on the kids?
That's fine.
Okay, fine.
I remember it.
All right, first one was Niagara Falls. First one was Niagara Falls. Number 2 was the Statue of Liberty. Number 2 was the Statue of Liberty. Number 3, Fee Flew Tori is Eiffel Tower. Number 3 was Eiffel Tower. Number 4 was the Taj Mahal. Number 5 was the Great Wall of China. Number 6 was Christ the Redeemer. Christ the Redeemer. And number 7 was footwear penalizing was Leaning Tower of Pisa. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Number 8 was Mount Rushmore. Number 9 was Stonehenge. Stonehenge. And number 10, finally for that round, was the Sydney Opera House. Everyone happy with this so far? Thumbs up, yes, continue, all good. No loo breaks, no drinks breaks. Only got 3 to go. People still awake. 8 was Mount Rushmore. How many OS in Mount Rushmore? Sorry, Louise, don't get that one. OS. Okay, well.
I think maybe there's a mistake on the.
No, really?
I don't know. But.
Oh, I was missing a letter. I apologise.
Yeah, people are saying that.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry.
Mistake on Mount Rushmore.
All right, the letters don't match. All right, okay. Apologies. We'll move on. You can all have a point then. Question 1 of the sports round. Yeah, okay. All right, apologies. I'll check those again next time. Question 1, the sports round. Which tennis tournament was the first to use yellow tennis balls? The answer was Wimbledon. Tom, good work. You can have the point as an apology, Gianni. I expect nothing less. Question 2. Which was the Rugby World Cup? When was the Rugby World Cup held in France? Moira, did you get this one in the end? The answer was 2007.
No way.
What?
That's literally what I wrote down. I completely guessed.
Well, good guess. You should have texted Moira.
What are the odds?
Question 3.
What are the dates?
Well, you knew 2003,
Yeah,
and it's every 4 years.
I know, but that's why I guessed that one. But what are the odds it was after that one?
In which land-based sporting event does the winning team go backwards? The answer is tug of war. Sorry, Maura. Maybe next time. Question 4. How many countries competed in the first ever modern Summer Olympic Games? Okay, that's my argument on that. The answer for that was 33.
Wait, are we on question 4?
We're on question 4. No, sorry. Question 4 was how many countries competed in the first modern Olympic Games? It was 14. Yeah. Sorry, Peter. No. What about darts? No. I've been going backwards for years. Thank you, Louise.
Louise is fine.
Anyway, right. Next question, question 5. How many sports will be played at the Summer Olympics in 2021? The answer is 33. The answer number 3 was tug of war. Tug of war. So then it goes number 40. Number 4 was 14. Number 5 was 33. It was worth a try, Peter. Always worth asking. But it's not what I have. It is tug of war. Question 6. How many footballs were used in the 2018 Football World Cup? The answer was 700,000. 700,000 footballs. Question 7. What is the biggest sporting stadium in the world? Michigan Stadium had 107,000. Melbourne Cricket Ground had 100,000. But Grado Mayday Stadium in North Korea has a capacity of 114,000. So it's Grado Mayday Stadium. Question 2. What is the second most participated sport in the world? Behind football, which has, that's the UK version, has 3.5 billion participants on average. Basketball has 2.2 billion participants on average. But in second place is cricket with 2.5 billion. You should know that one.
I got that one.
I know you should have known that one. We talked about it the other day.
Oh, I don't remember that.
No. Story of my life. Number 9. In which sport would you hear the phrase a full Nelson? Is it rowing, lacrosse, or wrestling? The answer is wrestling. Number 10. If you were watching a match in the Smoothie King Stadium, what sport would you be watching? Basketball, football, or ice hockey? The answer is basketball. Any more repeating on that one? Number 3, more. I think I've read that out to you. Was tug of war. Any more for any more? No. Am I getting comments or have I just gone quiet?
Your text messages are going.
Yeah. Well.
Mostly people are saying how much they've got.
They're comparing scores. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone happy to continue going? Okay, I'll just keep on going through. 2 rounds to work through, so hopefully not keep you for too much longer. All right. Number 1 of the round of So Bored, which probably some of you are now. Question 1. Who is the victim in Cluedo? If you have the British version, it's Dr. Black. If you have the American version, it's Mr. Blobby. Mr. Bobby, not Blobby. Bobby. That's a shout out to the Blobby's Army that are also playing. Mr. Blobby, there's a few of them playing. Though my accent was funny. Thanks, Maura. So yes, it's either Dr. Black on the British version or Mr. Bobby if you have the American version. So I'll accept either of those. Question 2: how many squares on a chessboard? It's number 64. It's 64 squares. 64 squares. Ken, was that a thumbs up that I'm boring you? Because he can always turn off.
I'm surprised he turned it on time.
Yeah, he did turn up on time. Yeah. Well, actually, I turned up late, so that helped him. Yeah. It's you might want to get a better version than that one, but sorry, where was I? Yeah, so in the game Risk, what color is Europe? It is blue. Where's the color? It is blue. And number 4, can you name one of the red properties in Monopoly? You have answers to choose from: the Strand, Trafalgar Square, or Fleet Street. You only need to get one for an answer. Question 5: how many spaces are there to fill a Connect 4 standard game? That is the blue shell with the red and yellow drop into. The answer is 42 squares. I still like that North Korean one.
Yeah, it's funny.
Question 6. What? Okay, well maybe it's green and yellow squares in Moira. North American. That's what you mean, Canadian.
Well, she was the one offended before.
Yeah, you know, sitting on. Yeah. All right, we can't have it both ways, Moira. I'm sure she can hear you. You're not just talking to me. Right, so where was I? Sorry. How many ships do you start with in the game? Battleship, it's 5. You get a 5, you get a 4, you get 2 3s, and then the 1. Or a 2. 2, that's it. So 5 in total. Question 7: which was not an original Monopoly playing piece? Was it a Scotty dog, an iron, or a boat? Peter, why your email work's not this funny? Right, so the answer is the boat, because it's actually a battleship in the original one, not just a boat. It is a battleship, so it's kind of a trick question. Yeah, I know. I had to mix it up a little bit, keep people on their toes. Number 8. The North Korean, just be a nuclear rocket.
Like a chopstick.
I can't believe you just said that. I'm sorry about her, please. I apologise. That was a very racist comment. Number 8. In the famous game of Tetris, how many unique shapes were there? 9, 8, or 7? It's 7. Number 9. In the game of Cranium, what is the colour of the brain in the middle? The answer is purple. The answer is purple. And finally, on that one, in Trivial Pursuit, how many slices do they need to collect? The answer was 6. Okay, and number 1, Wax Lyrical, final round. She played the fiddle to an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. The answer: Galway Girls, Ed Sheeran. Galway Girl, Ed Sheeran. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Is Hey Jude by the Beatles. Hey Jude by the Beatles. Number 3, I got my first real 6-string. I bought it at a 5 and dime. And I was in the summer of '69 with Bryan Adams. You get 1 point. No, God, I'll give you 2 points. If you get the artist, fine. I'll give you 2 points. It's fine. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter, does it? They're competing against each other. 2 points. 2 points. You get 1 for each part you get right. I'll be generous. Come on, it's Friday. I was late. I'll be generous. Ruined everyone's evening. Number 4, start spreading the word. Start spreading the news even. I'm leaving today was New York, New York, Frank Sinatra. Number 5, turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. Was not me just talking to you secretly. It comes from the song Total Eclipse of My Heart by Bonnie Tyler. And then number 6, is this the real life or is this just fantasy? It is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Number 7, You Are Beautiful, No Matter What They Say, is Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. All right?
Christina Aguilera.
Christina Aguilera. You get it.
You are beautiful.
You said you wouldn't. Oh, you've been drinking. You've been drinking, so you're singing. You refused to sing to them earlier. Number 8, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You can sing this one as well. It's Lose Yourself by Eminem. She's lost it. Number 9, Sitting in the Morning Sun.
No, it can't also be James Bond. That's different.
Baz, don't argue, please, with Becky's going to kick off. Sitting in the Morning Sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, is Dock of the Bay, Otis Redding. And number 10, they said, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together. We're still going strong.
Shania Twain.
Shania Twain, you're still the one. Do we have any tie breaks? Because I have one tiebreaker question. Do we have any repeats on anything? Any repeats on anything? Do we need a tiebreaker question? I have one set up all ready to go. Or does anyone want the tiebreaker question before you all vanish off and try and get back to your evening? I might have actually finished earlier than I did last time.
Wow.
Smashing it. 62 in Carlton. Okay, good score.
Oh, you don't have it.
How many did you catch? How many did you get? 50. Oh, Craig. A grime round next week. A grime? It was hard this week. Sorry. I will. I'll try to ease up a little bit, mix it up a bit, make it more friendly. Some good scores. Still.
What's the score?
Only 70 points. Oh well, no, there's double runs and Wax Lyrical from Bristol. Brizzle.
Why did you do that bad one?
Is that you want to tell all the people who are normally on your team who listen that you're better on your own? Is that what you just want them all to hear?
I'm going to say things I doubt myself.
Oh, Sarah, we'll have to speak to me at the end about that one, Sarah. Scores. Even everyone said it seems to be harder this week, so apologies a bit harder.
Who do you think it was better?
Who does? It's because she's only saying that because she loves board games, and those are literally around about board games. 62 and Dowells. Well, I hope you all had fun. Sorry again. We'll look at history rounds. I have done history rounds in the past, more because she's obsessed with history rounds. So yeah, I hope you all had fun. Apologies again for the mess around. I'm still, if anyone who knows about YouTube and doing this properly, and they're able to help, please just. Someone made a very sensible suggestion. There must be a 10-year-old kid somewhere around here that will teach me how to do it. I have an 11-year-old son downstairs, but he's banned from using the YouTube at the moment. So anyway, if you have any advice, please, I don't want to mess up again. I prefer just to send the link out and be done with it. If I'm going to do it again, at the moment I'm on 175 pounds. Yeah, 175 pounds. So I think people want their Good Friday, but we'll see. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for turning up. Hope you I hope you have great weeks. Enjoy the well, we've got some lovely sunshine down south in Corsham, and Easter holidays for those people who are enjoying Easter holidays in isolation. And yeah, so yeah, give us a shout out or drop me a message if you want to have another go. I know it's Good Friday, so just drop me a message. I'll respond to the masses. If you want to send a birthday shout out to the birthday girl on Wednesday, then feel free. I'll pass it on to her. All right, guys. Another one next week, Sarah. Okay, we'll see what happens. But I'll try and be a bit more organised and get the link correct. So I think we've probably lost a few because of that. Anyway, all have a lovely evening. I better go and actually be a parent because my kids, I've just bribed them and stuck them on in front of the TV. I'll try. Love to all. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy getting drunk, and hopefully most of you were, so you forget all about this in the morning. All right. Bye, guys. Bye.